What's up internet, Kevin here on TLD, where we're going to start bringing you guys coverage on all of the biggest console releases to come out this holiday season. And by and large, one of the biggest ones is already here at our doorstep, and that's Grand Theft Auto 5. So we picked up our collector's edition of the game, and we're here now to bring you guys not just our unboxing of it, but also my impressions from the first couple hours that I've been able to play so far. So without further delay, let's go ahead and unbox this beast and see what it has to offer. So here it is, the collector's edition of Grand Theft Auto 5, which set us back a healthy $150 before taxes. Now on the outside of the box we have a depiction of the game's main cover art, along with snippets of popular concept art put on the sides and back, with the game's logo on top. Cracking this thing open, we find another, sturdier box that contains all of the contents, once again featuring the game's logo on top, and on the bottom we see Rockstar Games' logo. Opening it up, the first thing we see is the game itself in a beautiful steel case featuring the three lead characters, looking normal on the front side and wearing full bank robbing gear on the back. Next, we find a blueprint of the Los Santos area with highlights for different bank jobs and routes, along with a key whose importance we'll get back to in a bit, and lastly, the collector's edition exclusive DLC slip containing bonus cosmetic options, weapons, vehicles, stunt plane trials, and special custom character options for when GTA Online launches. Now, underneath all these, we find a plastic display case that holds the two biggest physical items exclusive to this edition. A new era snapback cap with the GTA 5 logo and the words Los Santos on it, and an actual, functional safety deposit bag. This is of course where our key comes in, giving owners of this collector's edition a good way to keep their most precious valuables safe. As you can see, I'm stuffing my most important security rations in here. Let us know what you guys would want to hide in as well in the comments. Now going back to the game's steel case, after popping it open we see both discs for the Xbox 360 version of the game, one for an 8GB install and the other for actual gameplay, alongside a full color map of the Los Santos region, as is standard with several past GTA titles. So the big question as always when it comes to any collector's edition is, was it worth the price tag? And my answer to that is, eh. Now the hat is a nice touch for those of you that like to wear caps, and the security deposit bag is definitely on the list of more unique goodies to be in a collector's edition, but once you put those aside, you get the normal list of just bonus in-game DLC with a couple random pieces of paper. For an extra $90 over the game's regular value, it definitely feels a bit steep, and me personally, I just didn't feel very justified with the amount of extra money we spent, though of course this is coming from someone that doesn't normally wear caps, or feels the need to carry enough cash around at once to warrant a safety deposit bag. Now, while the value of the collector's edition is somewhat questionable, the game itself is an entirely different matter, and from what time I've spent with it, a little over 2 hours, there's just an absolutely crazy amount of content to go through, and I've only hit the tip of the iceberg with what the game has to offer. As far as the core gameplay goes, both gun controls and car driving does feel a bit tighter than usual, although cars do still have a slightly awkward amount of crazy sway when you do tight turns, although that could be a result of the game's new skill system, where all my characters don't have maxed out driving skills yet. The Los Santos area is absolutely huge, and it's very clear that a lot of time and effort went into making a world that, while different from, is very, very reminiscent of the actual LA area. A large number of side activities open up very quickly in the game that can serve both as fun little mini-games or ways to improve your character's skills, and while the main characters are not as fully customizable as CJ was back in San Andreas, each of them do have their own unique clothing options and hairstyles to choose from. Now, one of the biggest and most intriguing new gameplay options in this game is the multiple perspectives that you can use in and out of missions. As a player, you can choose to play who you want to outside of missions while performing free roam or open up different unique mission options, or during major missions that feature all the characters, you can on the fly switch between which one you're using, which each serve different roles on the mission itself. Now, while you can choose which character you take control of, the game does have the nifty little feature of allowing you to quickly switch which one you're controlling based on whoever is most relevant to the current situation by just tapping down on the character select button. Now, like I said, these are just my impressions from the first couple hours of the game. There's still a lot more content I have to get through, but what hopes I've had for it are so far holding true. And I plan to lose myself absolutely in the next couple of days so I can bring you guys my full proper review of it. So to make sure that you guys don't miss out on that full review, please make sure to subscribe. And if you've been enjoying this content, please hit that like button to let us know. Also, if you guys just can't wait for the full review and want to pick up the game for yourselves right away, check out the links in the description. Till next time, I'm Kevin with TLD, and thanks for watching.